evening was written by Mahmood, Karimi Hakak, the ground blasting and the theater students at Towson State University. And we have with us tonight one of the most distinguished honored guests we have ever had in the department. We have in our audience this evening Richard Schechter, who is one of the world's foremost artists and scholars in environmental, experimental, and ritual theater. The production this evening is an hour long, and immediately following the curtain call, we will have a brief 10-minute presentation to Mr. Schechter, and he will say a few words, and we hope as many of you as possible will stay with us and stay seated right afterwards to join us for that. Following that, we have a reception in honor of Dr. Schechter and the play in the lobby, and we hope you'll all join us for that. Thank you so much for being here, and enjoy.
Our youngest and dearest will leave our safe home. She's too old now for keeping away from the world. She has chosen a new place for warmth and for work and for love with her husband. Yay! May their table be rich with the fruits of their labor. May their home always ring with the joy of their children. Praise Ishtar. May they remember the gods and remember each other. Praise Ishtar. Now let music and dancing be the start of their journey.
It is my place to be first with the bride.
Who is he? What does he want?
Get him out of here.
I am Gilgamesh, fifth king of Europe. I have journeyed and labored. I have seen the abyss, the secret and terror of life. I am Gilgamesh. This city is mine. These walls and these people.
You're Gilgamesh?
The fifth king of Europe.
You are Gilgamesh, king of the giant Baba,
You're Gilgamesh.
who slew the rain full of heaven. Oh, welcome, great king. We are ready to be commanded by your power.
Gilgamesh was young. He was beautiful. No man could match him in strength or in courage. His city was walled all round with thick stonework. The outer wall shined with the brilliance of copper. The inner wall was made of burnt brick, all polished. Your gleamed with the richness of lapis and gold. In the whole world, there was no city like it.
The gods created Gilgamesh. 2/3 God and 1/3 man they made him. His mother was Ninsa, a goddess of Europe. His father, a high priest in Europe, a mortal. Shamash, the god of the sun, made him radiant. Adad, the storm god, endowed him with courage. He was a hero, whom they called the joy of all man. He was beautiful in his manhood, tall and straight as a cedar.
He brought glory to Europe and terror. He was proud, and his lust left no bride with her bridegroom, no wife with her husband. The young men were taken to battle his enemies. The lifeblood of Europe was his to command. This is the king, strong, shining, and thoughtful, the shepherd who cares for his people. For many years, there was no one to challenge his power.
Gilgamesh!
I have seen him at the watering place on the plains. A creature like no other. A man, yet not a man. He ranges endlessly over the hills.
Slowly and calmly now tell us. What does he look like, this wild man of the plains?
The hair of his head is long like a woman's. He is quick as the antelope, but his strength and his boldness surpass them. Like a shooting star of the sky, his power is awesome. For terror, I cannot go near him. For terror, I will not return to the plains.
Beware him, but do not fear him. I shall gather a party of hunters, and I myself shall slay this half-man.
Gilgamesh, if this is a creature created and beloved by the gods, it is not wise to destroy him and risk their anger. If he runs with the beasts, there is a way to capture him and bring him before us. The temple of Ishtar, the goddess of love, is tended by priestesses skilled in the arts which no man may resist. Go to the temple. Take away with you a temple courtesan. Let her conquer the beast with a power equal to his own. A young hunter came to the temple of Ishtar. A strange tale he told us of a free and a wild man. He sent with the hunter a woman, a priestess skilled in the powers of our order, to wait for the mad beast at the place of clear waters.
When he comes to the watering place, she will take off her clothes. She will show him her strong beauty. When he sees her, he will come to her. His power will be subdued, and his animals will turn from him and shun him forever.
The animals approached, and their hearts grew light as waters.
Great beasts and small, all are nourished by Ea, the god of sweet water.
And the people had cried to the gods for salvation from Gilgamesh, king and tyrant of Europe.
The voice of the priestess filled his ears with sweet rhythms. All day in the first night, he waited and listened.
The gods heard the lament of the people of Europe. They called to Anu, the father of gods. The seventh day, Enkidu grew closer, and the woman remained. The breeze carried the scent of him, and his senses were racing. Anu called her Ruru, the great mother goddess. You created humanity. Work your powers now again. Make a second for Gilgamesh, an image to equal him. The third day, Enkidu raised his arm to her and brought it down gently. Her hair, shoulder, and breast, melted the strength of his hand. Aruru pinched clay from the river, and she formed it, and smoothed it, and placed it deep in the wilderness. In darkness and silence, she gave life to Enkidu. On the dawn of the fourth day, she drew his face to hers, and her lips touched his mouth. She drew his breath from him, and gave her own in return. 2/3 beast and 1/3 man Aruru made him. He was quick and strong, but alone on the plain. For 5 days they remained there by the water, and Q gazed up at the priestess before him. Her eyes could see both his and his own. His heart cried out in both anguish and ecstasy. No man was his equal in strength or in cunning. Like Gilgamesh, he longed for a partner and friend. On the 6th day, she opened herself to Enkidu. Scent and vision, heart and breath he had not known before. She embraced him, engulfed him, and the light of the stars blazed in glory as the night sky slowly faded to dawn. On the 7th day, they both rested, man and woman, beast and gods fled from the cool sands. The animals, the tigers and antelope, the bull and the panther, they all heard from him. He both feels this and knows it, for his mind has been opened.
Enkidu. Enkidu. That is what men will call you. You have become wise like a god, Enkidu. You have gained knowledge and vision. I will show you the city where Gilgamesh holds all power. You will challenge him with your boldness, and Europe will be at peace.
Mother, divine goddess, I have had a dream which has made me afraid. There was a star up in the heavens, a great and blazing light, like a shooting star of anger fell upon me. I tried to lift it, but it was too much for me. I tried to move it, it would not budge. The people of Europe swarmed around it. And you compared it as an equal to me.
The meaning of your dream is this. This star is your great companion, sent from heaven to comfort you. His strength is great. He will save his friend from danger. Together you will have many victories. He will bring you great happiness, but he will also be taken from you, torn from your side, and your grief will take you into worlds yet unknown.
I remember as they entered the city, the woman walked in front, with Enkidu behind her, and the people of Europe swarmed around them.
Who is he who challenges Gilgamesh? Where is he from?
He is like Gilgamesh.
He is stronger than Gilgamesh.
The challenger has come. I challenge you, Gilgamesh. With a bold voice, and I proclaim my strength equal to yours.
Who dares to challenge my power with a bold voice?
Child of flames, brother to the gazelle's part man, and part beast, the gods have created me.
Part man and part God, I have founded this city. My kingship is known to all people on earth. But still you stand before me, bold and reckless with pride.
I challenge you, Gilgamesh. I will not leave Europe until I have tested your power against mine.
We seized one another at the bride house gate. We wrestled locked together like wild bulls. Neither one could throw the other. All day long we fought in the dust of the streets, until before the temple of Ishtar, I planted my foot, seized Enkidu in a powerful grip, and threw him down. Enkidu lifted up his arm. His eyes filled with tears. He formed his mouth and spoke slowly to me.
Friend.
A hero has come to stand next to Gilgamesh.
Welcome, Enkidu, friend to the king.
A priestess of Ishtar has brought him to Europe.
Before you arrived, my heart was restless. I had no companion, no equal. You can become the axe at my side. Together we are greater than any one hero. We should go to conquer the forest. The dark forest of cedar that lies far up to the north.
I advise against it, Gilgamesh. Umbaba is the guardian of that great forest.
We will fell the cedar and bring glory to Europe.
Umbaba has 1,000 eyes. jaws are death itself.
Only the gods live forever in Kidu. Men live, die, and are forgotten. Their bodies returning to the clay of the riverbank. I have not yet fulfilled my destiny. My name is not yet written with the names of the famous. I will go to the land of the cedar, and I will set up my name there.
If you must go, I will not leave you. I will stand beside you in the face of your father.
Gilgamesh, your courage pushes you too far. You do not know what enterprise means. Bob is not like men, stop. Breath is like the torrent of the storm. Against whom Bob it is no equal struggle. Gilgamesh, consider well what you do.
I will conquer the land of the cedar, and I will destroy this great evil.
If it must be so, let Enkidu go first.
Keep a keen eye for the dangers ahead.
Remember your gods, make offerings to them.
Remember your God and will return safely to Europe.
Oh, Shamash, why? Why have you given my son this restless heart? You push him to go on a long journey. It is a road he does not know. It is a battle he cannot understand. It is a task which will bring him sadness and pain. I pray to you, Shamash, and to your bride, Aya, from the day he goes until the day he returns, protect my son and guide his path. I pray to you, Shamash, and to your bride, Aya, you who give light and strength to the earth, guide your servants in Kidu and Gilgamesh, whom you have made restless, and who long for glory. I pray to you, Shamash, and to your bride, Aya. They travel a road they do not know. They face a battle they cannot understand. From the day they go until the day they return, guide their steps safely back to their homeland. I pray to you, Shamash, and to your bride, Aya.
We crossed the plains like two young heroes. In one day we traveled 50 leagues. In 3 days we came to the dark forest of cedar. The cedars were rich, their wood everlasting. A place sacred and protected by the gods.
Who comes? His fortune is death. Who comes? Who comes? His fortune is death. Fortune is death.
This forest is strange to me. The sound and its light have a language. No wind whispers to the sky, the clouds seem to answer in conspiracy against us.
I've never seen anything like it. Its cedars so tall and dense. Green temple.
Well, where is this Humbaba? Why will he not show his face?
Humbaba is every finger of the forest. Gilgamesh, I hear them. The forest is filled with his servants.
We come for the cedar, and the cedar shall be ours. For the glory of Europe, I strike down this cedar wood and claim it as my prize!
Who dares? Who dares the cedar to strike? Who dares? Who dares the cedar to kill? Who comes? What man is the courage to enter? Who comes? What fool defies the dark cedar wood? Who will violate my forest? I am guardian of the wood.
I am Gilgamesh,
Give me your hand, and you shall have mine. Together we are greater than even this beast. Blood, the wind is ours. Breath, blood, the wind is us. Breath, blood, the wind must and keep you like a snared bird behind.
The people of York, relieved of oppression, turned their love and devotion to their goddess Ishtar. No man could ever return from the forest, and for many seasons the city was peaceful. But the people were fickle. They remained unsatisfied. They still longed for the glory of their former king.
We have returned, the glory of Cedar is ours.
They have returned!
King Gilgamesh has returned.
But then Keegan from the forest.
They have returned!
The glory is theirs. The cedar is ours.
All glory and power to York!
Long live the names of Enkidu and Gilgamesh! Long live the names of Enkidu and Gilgamesh! Long live the names of Enkidu and Gilgamesh!
Welcome, Gilgamesh, hero and king of York. You have conquered the forest from which no man has returned. The glory of York shall be known throughout time. Your glory and mine. A king and a goddess. Our power and beauty shall know no equal. Come to me, Gilgamesh. Lie with me, Gilgamesh. Fragrance and pleasure and riches are yours. Come to me, Gilgamesh. I will make you my bridegroom. Princes and rulers and kings shall bow down before you. Come, Gilgamesh. Be my lover.
Proud Ishtar, your offer astounds me. I am not worthy of the love of a goddess. What would I give you if I took you as wife? Rare jewels and fine clothing for you who are already as radiant as the sun. My hand would tremble at the offering.
Enter this house, our house, in the sweet scent of cedarwood. Lie to the Gilgamesh, under cool palms, sweet with fragrance. The glory of York is yours and mine.
Which of your lovers has loved you forever? Which of your shepherds continues to please you? Come, shall we name them? Tammuz, your first love, dwells now in the underworld. Year after year his wailing is heard. You once loved a shepherd, a fine boy, and handsome. Now he's a wolf, and his own dogs attack him. And what of Ashuna, the gardener who brought you baskets of dates? Every year he made your table rich with his fruits. Yet you struck him and made him a reptile that dwells in the earth. Like this, would you love me?
and share in my glory. Tell me, proud Ishtar, which of your lovers still lives?
Those lovers were mere men. They pleased me for a time, but their pride made them small. But you, Gilgamesh, you are a hero. You are flesh of the gods. You I can offer my love without shame.
No! Keep away. Your love is a treachery.
Insults and mockery. Oh, Gilgamesh, hero! Your pride is your misery. Death your reward. Anu! Anu, my father! This man has insulted me. Ishtar, protector of York and goddess of love and destruction. The bull. The bull shall destroy him and his beast friend. Father, give me the great beast of heaven, the wild bull.
Take the wild bull, whose power is terrible. Under your name, the results of this act shall be written.
With the first snort of the bull, a great hole opened in the earth. 200 young men of Yorick fell in. With the flick of its tail, great trees were uprooted. 300 soldiers were scattered like sand. When it bellowed, walls crumbled and the earth swayed and cracked. A great gaping abyss opened at the feet of Enkidu. But Enkidu leapt up, seized the bull by the neck, and took hold of the horns with his great strength.
Friend! Now I have him. God thrust in your sword!
Curse Gilgamesh, who has insulted me twice with his arrogance. Curse Enkidu, that half-man who contaminates both city and
Proud goddess, you cannot destroy us together. Side by side, our terrors are greater than that of the gods. If I could reach you as I have this bull, I would do the same to you. Leave us, Queen of Harlots. Yorick is ours.
They cut off the heart, they severed the horns, and the city was filled with great joy and feasting.
the city was joyous, except the temple of Ishtar. The goddess and her priestesses set up a lamentation over the bull, and their wailing did not cease.
Gilgamesh! Did you call me? Are you there by my side? I have had a dream. The gods were in council because they have killed Umbaba and the bull, they said. One must die. Gilgamesh, must it be true?
And Enkidu, the stream means nothing. It is an evil placed in your thoughts by Ishtar.
Ah! Gilgamesh! Some fire consumes me. My legs are like ice with no power to stand.
Cast away your fear, Enkidu. Do not give in.
I can't fight against you. Friend, some god is angry with me.
I prayed to the gods to deliver Enkidu from sickness, but Enkidu did not rise from his bed. He was thrown down the first day, the second and third. The fourth day, Enkidu was lying on his bed.
Lumps of clay, his arms and legs lay motionless.
The birds of the air tear at his flesh.
The fifth and the sixth day, Enkidu lay sick. The seventh and the eighth days, he was melted.
Fire rages inside his body.
Foul creatures attacked him and tore his flesh. A pain so strong it pressed him hard.
Forest, it has destroyed me. You see you there now, empty of understanding, without power to hear me, yet I speak to you now. 20 leagues away, I admired your beauty.
The ninth and the 10th day, Enkidu lay sick. His body weak and bleeding. And the 11th and the 12th day, and I was helpless to comfort him.
Worms, lizards, and snakes infested his body. His flesh was useless and full of disease.
Blood filled his mouth, but his tongue was dry.
His eyes would not open. His brain was split.
And the heavens grow. The earth resounds between them. I stand alone. There's a man. His face is dark. The paws of a lion are his paws, the talons of an eagle his talons. He grabs a hold of my hair and overpowers me and leads me down to the house of darkness where they live in dust, and dust is their food. I see Reshkagal, the king of that place, the scribe of the underworld, kneels beside her. She holds a tablet. She reads to the queen, and the queen lifts her head. She's looking at me now, and she says, "Who has brought this one here?"
Enkidu, what is the sleep that has overcome you? You can't hear me. You are dark.
I touched his heart. It did not beat. Enkidu did not lift his head. Like an eagle, I circled over him. He did not rise. He did not move. I covered my friend's face like a bride's. And I was alone.
And Gilgamesh was alone. He wailed over his friend, and the people and the elders of Europe joined in his suffering. And he was the axe at his arm, the bow at his side, the shield in front of him. He was his splendid attire, his festive garment. Gilgamesh threw off his clothes and wore the skins of animals. He wandered in the desert. He grew his hair long for his friend.
The desert shall weep for thee. The dry sands cry out, the dry sands cry out. The meadow shall weep for thee.
the weeping does not
Gilgamesh lay on his bed. He could not sleep. He thought of his friend and of death. And a cold fear entered him and would not subside.
Enkidu has gone to the world of the spirits. Can no one enter there and challenge the god of the dead? And what of me? Will I not die too? How can I rest? How can I be at peace? What my brother is now, so shall I be. Strength and kingship the gods gave me, but not immortality.
Immortality!
That is a secret they keep for themselves.
Except one!
Except one!
Except one! Budna!
Hishkamna, far away!
He lives at the end of the earth! He lives beyond the mountains of Bashu!
He knows the secrets of life!
But no man can go there. It is far.
Danger is great!
And the danger is great. Danger is great.
How can I be at peace? What my brother is now, so shall I be.
The mountains of Mashu stand at the end of the earth. The gate is guarded by great scrolls. I traveled there, and I heard them as I drew near the gate.
Warrior stands before these gates of darkness. Why have you come to this, the end of all journeys?
I am Gilgamesh, who killed the bull of heaven and who conquered the cedar forest. My brother Enkidu dwells now in the underworld. I am searching for Utnapishtim, for he knows the secrets of life.
No one has done what you wish to do. The length of the path is 12 leagues and there is no light. Your heart will be oppressed by utter darkness.
How can I rest? How can I be at peace when my brother is dead?
Go, Gilgamesh. The path is open to you.
He traveled 1 league and the darkness was thick. He saw nothing ahead and nothing behind him. At the end of 2 leagues, the darkness was thick and there was no light. He saw nothing ahead and nothing behind him. At the end of 3 leagues, the darkness was thick and there was no light. He saw nothing ahead and nothing behind him. At the end of 4 leagues, the darkness was thick and there was no light. He saw nothing ahead and nothing behind him. At the end of 5 leagues, the darkness was thick and there was no light. He saw nothing ahead and nothing behind him. At the end of 6 leagues, the darkness was thick and there was no light. He saw nothing ahead and nothing behind him. At the end of 7 leagues, the darkness was thick and there was no light. He saw nothing ahead and nothing behind him. At the end of 8 leagues, Gilgamesh gave a great cry.
For the darkness had entered his soul.
At the end of 9 leagues, he felt more wind on his face, but the darkness was thick and there was no light. At the end of 10 leagues, the end was near. At the end of 11 leagues, the dawn light appeared.
At the end of 12 leagues, sunlight streamed out, and I entered the garden of the gods.
There was a tree.
With fruit of carnelian,
Granted alone with translucent gems. A vine whose leaves were of lapis lazuli,
deep blue in the sunlight.
And glistening with gold.
The thistles and briars bore sweet pearls and rare stones.
The riches protected by ebony thorns.
There were flowers with petals of ivory and jade, violets of amethyst with alabaster leaves.
The beauty of that place was dazzling. Gilgamesh lost his way.
Young woman! Mistress of wine, please do not be afraid. I am Gilgamesh, who killed the bull of heaven and who conquered the cedar forest.
If you are Gilgamesh, why are your cheeks sunken and your eyes unclear? Why is your face the face of one who has made a long journey? What do you seek here?
I am seeking Utnapishtim, the faraway whom the gods have preserved from death. My friend Enkidu dwells now in the underworld, and I will rescue him.
Gilgamesh, you will never find what you seek. When the gods created man, they gave him death, and everlasting life they kept for themselves. Therefore, Gilgamesh, fill yourself with good food. Make each day a feast of rejoicing. Let your garments be fresh, and let your hair be washed in clean water. Enjoy the child who takes you by the hand, and sleep soundly in the arms of your wife.
How can I rest? How can I be peace? What my brother is now, so shall I be. Signori, show me the way to Utnapishtim. I will not rest until I can speak with him.
He lives beyond the walls of death, but no man has ever crossed that sea. At the edge of the forest lives Shinobi. He will show you the way. Perhaps with him you can cross the platform.
What man boldly approaches the waters of death? I am Gilgamesh, who killed the bull of heaven and who conquered the cedar forest. The friend that I have loved has turned to clay. Show me the way to Utnapishtim.
Take these poles. With these poles, we will push ourselves safely across the sea. Now take the first pole, Gilgamesh. Thrust it in deeply. But do not let your hands touch the waters of death.
Take a second pole, Gilgamesh, and thrust it in deeply. But do not let your hands touch the waters of death. Take a third, and a fourth pole, Gilgamesh. Thrust them in quickly. Let the waves fall beside you. Take a fifth, and a sixth pole, Gilgamesh. A seventh, and an eighth. Push the waters in front of you. Do not let your strength fail you. Take a ninth, and a 10th pole, Gilgamesh. Keep your eye clear. Take an 11th pole, Gilgamesh. I can see the shore in the distance.
Take a 12th pole, Gilgamesh, and let the waves gently bring us to rest. Who has sent this one here? What is your name? Why are your cheeks sunken and your eyes unclear? Why is your face the
face of one who has made a long journey.
I am Gilgamesh, who killed the bull of heaven and who conquered the cedar forest. I have traveled across mountains and plains. No sleep has calmed my face. Utnapishtim, the gods have granted you life everlasting. Tell me, what must I do to be saved from death and rescue my friend?
There is no permanence. Does the house we build stand forever? Do hostilities between enemies last for all time? Nothing remains but time. The hero and the primitive man share the same fate. The time of life, that is clear to all. The time of death, that it is hidden.
But death is not hidden. My brother Enkidu lay on his bed for 12 days. His body grew weak until his breath stopped. Now I must go down to the underworld and rescue him.
It is not possible. There is no returning. Once a man has crossed that gate, he cannot come back to the land of the living. And Enkidu was a man, as you are.
But I look at you, Utnapishtim. Your features are no different than mine. Yet you live here, at the source of the rivers, and never grow old. You will not know death. Men live, die, and are forgotten. Their bodies returning to the riverbanks, the memories of their deeds washed away in the current. Tell me what I must do to be saved from death.
Wish to conquer death? Test yourself first. Stay here with me and keep watch for 6 days and 7 nights without sleep. Rashanabi, you will no longer cross the waters of death. The harbor will reject you. No man will ever come here again. And as for this man, look at this hero who asks for life. Sleep pours down him like honey.
Touch him, so he'll wake up. He'll return on his way and go in peace back to his people and his homeland.
He will deny he ever slept. Bake loaves of bread, one for each day he sleeps, and lay them by his head, so that when he awakes he will see how time has fooled him.
I was not asleep, I had just closed my eyes.
Gilgamesh, observe these loaves of bread. One for each day you have slept. Oh, the first is still warm, but the second is like leather. The third has mildew. The fourth grows mold. The fifth is like leather. The sixth is gray, and the seventh crumbles to dust.
Where can I go? What can I do? Have I traveled this whole way for nothing?
This king, part God and part man, who has conquered Umbala and the full of heaven,
Gilgamesh, you have suffered a toil. You have killed lions, gone through darkness, and crossed the waters of death. No man will follow after you. I will reveal to you a secret of the gods. There is a plant. Its roots grow deep. It grows at the bottom of a riverbed, the source of clear water. Only this plant will grant you life everlasting.
When I heard this, I went down into the water. I bound heavy stones to my ankles, and it dragged me down into the abyss. There I saw the plant. I seized it, but I cut into my hands. I cut the stones with my ankles, and the sea cast me up onto its shore.
I have it! I have it, this plant which gives men youth within! I will carry it with me back to Europe and divide it up amongst the elders. Every citizen of Europe shall partake of this plant.
The journey to Europe was long, and I grew weary. But my heart was light with the treasure hungry to my city. Saw a pool of clear water, quiet and glistening under willows. I stripped off my clothes and went down to bathe, leaving the plant on the bank of moss. There, in the bottom of that dark pool, something stirred. A great serpent lived there, coiled upon itself. It rose up, smelling the sweet scent of the flower. It came up through the water, rushing past me, and like a demon from the underworld, and stole the plant away. I tried to pursue, but the dark water closed around me. There on the bank, of the flattened bed, I saw that the serpent had thrown off its skin. That day I sat down weeping. That day the tears flowed over my face. My heart was black, empty.
For what has the strength of my arms been destined? Why has the blood in my heart dried up?
I have journeyed and labored. I'm worn out and weary.
But nothing. I have won no good for myself.
I have nothing for my city.
The plant was the sign that I was looking
The life for which I was searching. I had a sign, and it was taken away from me.
for. I had a sign, and it was taken away from me.
I had a sign, and it was taken away from me.
In the city of York stands the house of Ishtar, the goddess of love and destruction. 1/3 of the city is the temple, 1/3 the orchards, and 1/3 the clay pits. The outer wall shines with the brilliance of copper. The inner wall is made of burnt brick, all polished and gleaming. In the whole world there is no city like it. And Gilgamesh was its king. He was wise. He saw mysteries. He was the one who saw the abyss. He journeyed and labored, was worn out and weary, and returning, engraved on a stone, the whole story.